Okay, so responsive feeding. Now, I think this is one of the biggest things for parents to get their heads around, how often a baby actually feeds. Society tells us how often our baby should feed, and we're very much in a 3-hourly regimented routine. If your baby feeds more than this, then there must be something wrong. Whereas actually baby feeding often is the norm. Now, if you remember me saying about how formula takes 2 to 3 hours to digest and breast milk takes 30 to 40 minutes. So can you see this is where perhaps the 3-hourly regimented routine has come from? Also, when we formula feed, we tend to give set amounts every 3 hours. But that's a bit like us eating a 3-course meal every 3 hours. We don't feed like that, so why should our babies? And so if they are having this set amount every 3 hours and it's taking 3 hours to digest, this is where this 3-hourly regimented routine, as I say, has come from. So in steps mum, who's breastfeeding a baby, and baby is feeding often. She has a lot of people telling her that's not right. But I'm here to, kind of put all that to bed and give you an example of why it is so normal. Okay, so for example, little Jane there on the breast, at 1 o'clock goes on the breast for 5 minutes, okay, and has a little drink. At 1:45, she fancies a sandwich and a packet of crisps and goes on for 10-15 minutes. Another half hour after that, another drink. 3 or 4 hours after that, she might want that 3-course meal combined with lots of love and comfort and be on your half an hour, 45 minutes, an hour even. Another 15 minutes after that, she might fancy another drink. Now, that little scenario there is exactly how we feed. If someone told you we could only eat and drink every 3 hours, on your bike, I don't think so somehow. And what do we do after a big meal as well? Put kettle on, will ya? Now, do we want or need that drink? We don't, but we don't have anybody telling us we can't have it because we've just had a big meal. So isn't it strange we treat our babies so differently? Okay, now the other thing is that our babies go on the breast for all different reasons. Okay, so they go on for hunger, they go on for thirst. Now we want to see a minimum of 8 feeds in 24 hours and a good feed is 10-15 minutes or longer. In warmer weather, your milk adapts to become more watery to quench your baby's thirst quicker. So on warmer days, you may find your baby drinking more. But again, people fear this is them not having enough milk, but when we're hotter we drink more. Exactly the same goes for our babies. So they go on for hunger, they go on for thirst. Now they also go on for comfort. There is no getting away from it, but we hear it in a very negative way. We often hear they're using me as a dummy, whereas in actual fact, great. We can't lose these down by the side of a settee, and we don't need to keep a spare pair in the cupboard. To be able to tend to your baby's needs so instantly is an incredible gift to have. So we really need to embrace the fact that our babies are going on for comfort. Now, another one that they go on for, that not many people know about as well, is for pain relief. So the hormones released during a breastfeed help your baby deal with pain. I mean, it's just absolutely incredible we are enabled to do this. So it helps with their teething, with their injections, with general illness. That feed that they had 15 minutes after that 3-course meal may in fact have nothing to do with hunger or thirst, but it might be because they're not feeling very well. They could have a headache or a stomach ache that we know nothing about, but they can't tell us. So that is the reason why they're going on the breast. So rather than us thinking, why is my baby hungry again? Who knows? But whatever, they're happy there. If we're seeing them growing and they're happy, then it's all going well. So please do embrace the responsive feeding. As I say, our babies are not much different from us at all. We wouldn't expect to have food every 3 hours, so why should our babies? And when we look at it like that, it's quite simple. Thank you. Bye.